Hello everyone, this is Fighter Fight Gaming, I'm Draxus, and we are back in Vampyr. So we are going to try to complete a few more of these side investigations. So we'll turn to the right. Can we get through there? We can. Can we get through here? Maybe. There's an alley. We need a mini-map. Oh. This is a house. Or a train station. Symptomatology, influenza epidemic. Ah! Poplar Fallflower. Okay, so that's the safe room. Oh, he's with the Bruin people. Okay, I am out. Alright, I'm kind of screwed. Well, kind of fucked up. That was a hard fight. And by hard, I mean I pretty much just fucked it up myself, but... a rogue scowl down there. Let's, I want to equip my steak so I can actually stun people and drink them again. That went a bit better, now that I can actually stun him. He has watery, bloody, blood sample, light rod. Ooh, a large knife. Large and beautiful knife with a name engraved on the blade. It's an impressive knife that's name engraved. A new citizen investigation available. Press tab to open local investigations. Start new citizen tracking with. Okay. Okay. I want to do this one first.
This is an impressive knife. There's a name engraved on the metal. Clay. What kind of man puts his name on a knife?
Don't act like it's so weird. Plenty do that. Plenty of people do that. Oh, and they're down. All right, let's do this again. Yeah, I am. I'll do minium powder. And there's also that leech down there. Heal ourselves. Okay, so these, we kept all the items we took. The enemies just respawn. So that's how we're going to get more XP. By grinding and or nomming innocence. Innocence. Oh god, he's tough. He may be a bit too tough for me right now. I may have to sleep. I don't want to. Because I read online that advances the illness. Okay, let's try another one. We'll try his. Track it. Okay. It's not showing him here, but I'm pretty sure he's... There it is. Keeps disappearing, though. Ooh, I can eat her.
I wish I could be sick again. Feel my blood boil with the fever.
So where is he? He's right behind us, apparently. Oh, he's still down there for whatever reason. Hey, you.
What happened? Did I black out? Whoa, I feel giddy. Did I black out?
I might find an interesting way to finally see the irritating and vindictive Clay Cox become gentle soul source. Confessed they would be relieved to retrieve his favorite knife, the one his wife offered him as a wedding present, that he considers his lucky charm. He told me that he left the blade soon. Okay. That's not working. Let's do this one. I probably have to spend a night to get him up there, but I want to do as much stuff as I can before I sleep. Where is the spy? Do not cough in public. If you could choose when you coughed, I mean, we'd have wiped out a bunch of diseases already.
Thelma Howcroft said she was being watched by vampire hunters. Where are they hiding? I should investigate.
Good evening. I'm Dr. Reed. Always a pleasure to meet a colleague, sir. Especially when he was supposedly dead.
A colleague? Are you a doctor too?
Not anymore, sir. I used to be Dr. Rakesh Chadana. Now, I'm just Mr. Chadana, pawnbroker and humble guardian of this morgue.
What do you mean, you used to be a doctor? Was your license revoked?
No, sir. It is just that I like to be precise. I run a little pawn shop while taking care of the dead. But I used to be a real doctor.
Oh, so we have two selling people here. Okay, your life in London.
Are you afraid or uneasy being surrounded by so many corpses?
Why should I? These bodies are empty vessels. Flesh left to decay. Poof. No soul anymore. All gone.
An interesting point of view. And quite an exotic one, too. Most people fear, or at least have a respect, for dead flesh.
Sir, as a medic during the war, I learned to face my death and the death of others. It's the pain we have to tame, not death itself.
How did you get this job?
After I left the army, I worked as an undertaker down by the docks. A dangerous place with many an unpleasant business there. Milton Hooks helped me get a job here.
Do you work here alone?
Yes, very easy work, sir. All I have to do is watch a few bodies. The situation was very different when the main morgue was still open.
Why do you have to watch these bodies?
Because these poor fellows have no names. We keep them in case someone comes looking for the missing. Sadly, very rarely happens.
Why close the hospital's main morgue?
It was for sanitary reasons after the beginning of the epidemic. Cadavers had to be moved to the nearest mass grave.
Have we met before?
I don't think so, sir. Why?
When we first talked, you said you were glad to meet me since I was reported dead.
Funny story, sir. Your sister came here a few nights ago. You were missing, and she was looking for your body. She must be very relieved.
Oh, ouch.
A pawnbroker? I expect you get all types of people here.
Yes, sir. All kind of people. For I sell all kind of goods.
Who comes here to trade with you? It's very unhygienic, even unsafe. Diseases can spread. For the customers, for the hospital.
I'm very cautious, sir. I've been a doctor, remember? And all my clients are good people. In fact, I think I only know good people.
What kind of goods?
With the quarantine, it's not always easy to buy things. So I trade, I exchange. Some people sell, some others buy. I like to help.
He sounds like a really nice guy.
Since you're not afraid of dying, do you believe in life after death, Rakesh?
No, I believe we must do all the good we can while alive. For our time is short, and the obstacles are endless.
Do you think you would enjoy immortality as a concept?
I don't think so. Don't mistake me. I love life, and I'd like to live a long life. But everything has to decay, sir. Even goodwill.
So you're ready to die?
No, I am not. I don't fear death, for I won't see it. What troubles me is the pain my death will inflict to those I know.
You're a wise man, Mr. Chidana.
No, Dr. Reed. I am a foolish man. But I like to think otherwise.
I really like this guy. I don't...
Do you really believe goodwill cannot last?
As I said, sir, everything decays. If I was to never die, goodness, I would be bored or worse. And I like to be helpful, sir.
Quite depressing, wouldn't you say?
Yes, but the good news is, we'll all die before losing our humanity, sir.
Let's try it. Show me what you got, man.
Of course.
So
It's
I think
just trinkets and curios, really. But I'm sure they can be useful.
So on my hit list is the ambulance driver, his lover, and the two patients who are the two patients. The one guy that's scarred is in pain all the time, and the other girl who thinks she's already a vampire. Can buy that for 70. I have. Oh, I'm so close. This is my stuff. Sell that, and we'll get this enigmatic formula. Alright, back to finding who was spying on Thelma. If I were a spy, this is where I would hang out. Well, no. If I were a spy, I'd hang out in a really nice place, but... Yep. So she was being targeted. Hey, asshole, I'm hungry.
Die,
Object, Vampire Activity, Hospital, Survey, Investigate. 3 days ago, one of our recruits heard a rumor about the presence of a female vampire hiding in the Pembroke Hospital. All we have is her first name, Thelma. Your mission is to discreetly go there and observe any suspicious activity concerning said leech. Then report directly back to us and we'll decide what action should be taken. One more quest done.
Good evening, Miss Howcroft. How are you tonight?
I need blood, Doctor. Warm, rich, vibrant blood.
Tell me, Thelma, what do you really know about vampires?
I saw one and he saw me. I watched him hunt and kill. I saw his terrible wounds heal as his victim died. And then I knew I was saved.
You mean you actually saw a vampire? Here in London?
Yes. And it has been the answer to my pain. I must drink and kill to regenerate my decaying body. I am a vampire too.
You have no idea what problems your claim could cause if heard by the wrong people, Miss Howcroft. You must stop this nonsense now.
Why fear the truth? Strange things live in the dark, Dr. Reed. Strange and ancient beings that were here before this island even had a name.
I don't have it high enough.
I'll leave you, Mistress of the Dark. Good evening, Mr. Elwood.
Evening, Dr. Reed.
Is there anything else for him?
Goodbye for now.
Fear of disgust on every street corner. The daily beauty.
Let's... Small bottle. Alright, let's see if we can make a fatigue cure for that kid with the bandages around his neck. I might have to buy more stuff from Rakesh for that. Tippett, Strickland, and Ackroyd.
It's locked.
Oh, what's this? Dr. Swansea's message. I asked Nurse Crane to secure an office for you on the second floor. Please forgive the austere decoration, but Pembroke Hospital's not exactly the Ritz. Sorry to let you discover your office alone, but I need to sleep a little before going back to work. I'm just a mere mortal, after all. I also gave orders to let you rest and inform the staff to never enter your room. You'll be able to sleep all day without being disturbed and work at night without raising any suspicion. I'm afraid the place is quite messy, but you'll be able to conduct your experiments here at your own pace. You'll also notice there is an open window with scaffolding that will allow you to enter or exit the hospital without being noticed. Imagine how awfully new and disturbing this all must be for you. Believe me, I have studied enough of your species to understand what you must now be facing and feeling. Be assured I'll do whatever I can to help you in this ordeal. Know that you're not completely alone facing it. I'm glad I met you. These dark times we are all presently facing. I hope our future collaboration will yield great results. Welcome to Pembroke, my esteemed colleague. We shall talk soon. P.S. I left a copy of my notes concerning what I've discovered about Ekon in the last few years. Feel free to read about it if you need some guidance, as long as you don't use this knowledge to take advantage of me. Yeah. So I need 1 quinine and 2 sodium hypochlorite. Okay, we have more treatments available, but we need quinine and sodium hypochlorite. Alright. Oh, I should see. So we have a used hacksaw. We'll put that there. Can we upgrade this guy? Level 2. 75 damage for your common handle part. No. Yeah, we'll leave that for now. Well, we will go see the Pruin command post. I'm probably going to try to upgrade my mesmerize ability. Oh, hey, asshole. Oh shit. He one-shotted me. Okay. Oh. We're just not gonna go up there. That's a lot of blood on the ground. Ah, god damn it! I really need to sleep and evolve, but I want to get at least one more of these quests done. Ah, come on, that hit him. They're all like 6 levels higher than me. That's why. We'll try out one more quest I think we have in our log. We got his. We need to wait till, okay, so no, we can't wait. Well, alright, we'll just go home then. Alright. Oh, defensive stuff. That would be great. Coagulation. You will block targets' blood in their veins, making them defenseless. Create an invisible barrier. How much does this cost? 600? Yeah. Maybe level 6 to get that. Drain your stamina to fade into the shadows and become invisible to most enemies. Moving this state will drain more stamina. Okay, I like this one. And can I also get stamina up? I don't have enough for that, so we'll just go with these. I probably should have picked either.
I'm to stay here until my research is complete. I'd better learn to hide my true nature from the mortals. But what about my thirst for blood?
I'm not going to make wait, Doctor. I've patients to attend.
Yes, Nurse Crane? How can I help you?
I'm so sorry. I know Dr. Swansea wanted you to rest, but we have somewhat of a crisis.
A crisis, you say?
Our supply of antiseptics is nearly depleted. I was hoping there was another box up here, but...
What type of hospital are you running? No antiseptics?
You have been away too long, Doctor. With the war and now this epidemic, supplies have been running scarce for months now.
I may have a solution. In France, during the war, drugs shortage was a daily problem, and we had to use our wits to overcome the shortages.
However do you mean?
If combined correctly, certain household chemical products can be used in a pinch instead. Now, where's the hospital storeroom?
The storeroom? Fat chance. This is the Pembroke, and space is luxury we don't have. Everything used to be stored in the old morgue.
Perhaps I should look there first. Where is this morgue?
It's the large building behind the hospital. You'll need to go in the back door because it's been sealed off for sanitary reasons. Take this key. It opens a small back entrance at the end of a narrow street.
The abandoned morgue behind the hospital. A small door at the end of a narrow street. On my way then. Thank you, nurse.
So we're gonna try and do the other mission first. But... Now that we have more powers. So 3 is stealth, 4 is our shield. Oh, come on, I dodged that, you fuck. I dodged, you all saw I dodged, and they just teleported to me. Okay, let's see if we can't give him his knife back. Oh, I meant to up my mesmerize last night and I didn't because I wanted... Oh, that's not you. Where...
always knew the words to calm the children.
Okay, where is this guy? No. Fuck. It says he's right beside me, but I don't see anyone here. Where the hell? Okay, there he is.
Good evening, Mr. Cox.
Dr. Reed. Still working at night, I see. I like that.
And why is that?
People who don't sleep at night always seem more alive to me. More interesting, one way or another.
I have found a gift from your wife.
In that case, you'll be properly rewarded, Doc. Clay Cox is a man of his word.
I hope that won't make me an accomplice to your future crimes.
Who knows what I might do now I feel invincible again.
How is your hospitalization going, Mr. Cox?
This is a shitty place with shitty staff. As long as I'm treated all right, I'll be fine.
What's wrong with the Pembroke staff?
That bastard you sent to bring me here, Milton. I thought he was going to break all my bones before I reached my bed.
I see. Any other smart comments?
The nurses aren't too ugly. Especially that foxy one, Nurse Crane. Pretty brunette, tough attitude, oh, I like that.
Captain Jabber, no, this isn't survival horror. It's more of an action RPG with some gothic and dark leanings. Well, there is crafting, and I need to drink blood to survive. But other than that, and we're immortal, so we just respawn, so it's definitely not survival horror. Well, I guess some survival horrors you do respawn.
What's wrong with the hospital?
Come on, Dr. Reed. The place is a dump. Smelly, sad, and dirty.
But you're alive thanks to the efforts and dedication of the staff here, aren't you?
What are you expecting, a medal? I thought that saving lives was just part of the job. Must be an unsatisfactory profession at this time, I'm sure.
I'm really not going to mind draining you.
Do you ever think about that poor fellow I saw you push in the water?
The wound he gave me will make sure I don't forget him. Still fucking hurts. Boss had cut me good.
What did he want? Revenge?
I recently had to kill his brother. Poor arsehole thought it would be easy to return the favour.
Only the strongest survive, then? Survival at all costs. Is that all you think about?
I'm the toughest bastard you'll ever meet, Dr. Reed. And I don't give a fuck what you think of me.
That man was determined to murder you. You almost died.
What a surprise. The first time I met him, he nearly shit himself. Fucking coward. I guess revenge gives you balls.
I'll leave you for now, Mr. Cox.
Okay, let's check Vampire Vision. We only have one hint on him. That's weird.
Hey!
How long do you think you can escape the law, Clay?
I know this city like the back of my hand, Doc. I know its streets, who to pay, who to avoid, and who to bully. I won't get caught.
If blood and violence is all you understand, I'm sure it won't be long before you meet them, Mr. Cox.
I ain't afraid of death. I don't hide who I am. I live my life honestly, which is more than I could say for most folks.
And who are you, then?
I'm the leader of the Wet Boot Boys. One day, I'll leave this shitty place and punch in the face all who thought I would not come back.
I'll leave you for now, Mr. Cox.
So, I've got 2 hints on him. I need 2 more. And... God, we need to cure those fatigued guys. Got those 2 done. I don't think I can do missing ingredients yet. Or that. Okay, I just want to say, after I turn this down a bit, I like that they aren't doing the bullshit thing where they level the creatures with you. I like that there are places that are just too hard for me right now. And going there is my choice if I want to try to get through on player skill alone. Like, I don't like that Skyrim makes it so that you can't go to tougher places. For example, Skyrim's the, like, not her example, but it's the most well-known example of this. Okay, so we need to go down this this is an alley, this is a street. Down this street, and in the back. Okay, so we need quinine and sodium hypochlorite. That's all other stuff I need too for curing the fatigued people. Oh. Glass vial. Okay, that's something. Okay. Shillings. Well, looks like all the rooms down here. Let's go up before we go down. Rogue Scal, he's only level 6 though. It's not too bad. Let's drain his ass.
Behavior is similar to the infected William Bishop. Must be the same strain. This sickness moves faster than influenza. I cannot enter.
Cigarette case. Oh, what's
This key will surely grant me access to the basement.
Surely. Oh, good. Alcohol. So alcohol on its own is a decent septic. The only problem is it can somewhat retard the healing process. Oh, hey. Much like hydrogen peroxide. Very good for keeping back infections. It does not exactly allow the healing process to progress unless... Actually, alcohol's not that bad for that. But it's still... There are better ones out there. More gentle on the body. Oh, that's not the button I wanted. Cannot seem to get in there. Shotgun shells, nice. I think we've already been in here. Can't get through these doors.
It's locked. Balls of Mars. Fortifiers. As popular as they are ineffective. But they do contain iron tartrate, and that might prove itself useful.
No, and no. Okay. Come on. Alright, so he's gonna be down here waiting for me.
These scowls feed from corpses and the husks of animals. They're not after blood.
Okay, let's just check around here real quick before we head down there. Okay. Time for us to face however many of these things there are. I'm gonna go with a lot. There's a lot. Alright. 2 down. Anything in here? Oh, there we go. Shillings. Lots of iron tartrate, not a whole lot of the sodium hypochlorite. Blood absorb. You just scored a new offhand weapon. Equip it and press right to directly absorb blood. That sounds cool. Use list in my 3 blood absorption.
It's locked.
Death report. Decedent Samuel Connor, Caucasian, 39, unknown address, fisherman, natural death, fast progressing pneumonia by virus-induced pulmonary consolidation, Spanish influenza. Examination attendees, Tippett, Brannigan, name search medical examiner, Tippett. Okay.
Mr. Connor's injuries don't match the report. I'd better look into this.
Well, there's the Y. Oh, he has cuts all over his arm. So Tippett and Brannigan are hiding something. Is this? I have no idea where I'm going. Deal with him. Ah, damn it. I keep hitting 3. I need to change that. This thing is very fast. The knife, the blood absorb. It may. I'm not sure. Glass vial. Okay, I think I've cleaned this room out. Oh, hey. Sup, Johnny boy?
Skulls can be so ferocious. I'm not sure I can defeat them without becoming stronger. To drink blood is so tempting. Sodium hypochlorite. Dangerous to administer, but efficient in the proper dosage.
Something glinting over here? Oh, it's just a painting. An enigmatic formula, huh? Craft treatment for fatigue. Yes. You have enough components to craft medicine treatment for fatigue, can we? Okay, 2 more sodium hypochlorite. Dorothy Crane in the patient's room. Okay. Is there another critter? Oh, hello. I think I might switch back to steak. Because the biting thing is super useful. Or... Three blood absorption isn't too bad, but... Or I could just keep the firearm for stunning people. I should do that. No way through here. Yeah, that's how we do. Get off. Okay. Slowly learning how to properly fight. Did I? Yeah, okay, it's this way. Okay. Patience. There we go.
Finally, you've returned, Doctor. Did you find anything of value?
Yes, nurse.
You've worked your first miracle, Doctor. Now, this patient here needs immediate treatment.
Duty calls. When the storm has passed, I'll show you how to mix the remedy yourself with the same basic ingredients.
Many thanks, Doctor. When you've finished, you ought to report to Dr. Swansea in his office. He's been looking for you. Seemed pressing.
Diseases decrease blood quality. Assistant use the correct immediate medicine to heal them. Speak to the patient in the room behind Dorothy to check his medical status.
But in the circumstances, I'm willing to give you the benefit of the doubt.
Good evening, Mr. Goswick. How are you?
I'm okay.
Do you need any help?
I'm afraid I may, sir. I don't mean to be a burden.
Press for details. Fatigue.
You are not a burden, sir. Healing you is my responsibility.
And you have my gratitude for that.
How painful is your throat, Mr. Goswick?
So painful I'd rather not talk at all, Doctor.
Was hoping that
I'm sure you
healing him would
realize
make
a
it
doctor
better.
and...
Not really.
I see.
Yes.
Okay, let's try
How's
to.
it? I'll...
Good evening, sir.
Okay, you. Can you
Good
tell?
evening, Doctor.
How did he get the wound?
Goodbye, Mrs. Go...
Reads me like a book. I never could keep anything from her.
I'm alright.
Remember, citizens will provide you a massive XP boost. Look for citizens of your mesmerize level below and choose wisely. How do I check my mesmerize level? Mesmerize is only level 1. He's mesmerized level 1, but I don't know enough about him. How about her? But she's mesmerized level 2. I need to make another fatigue cure somehow. So I need. Let's see Mortimer and see if I can't buy anything off of him.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Let's trade.
Wise choice.
Nope, nothing I want. Let's go to Rakesh.
Bodies will arrive and then sadly depart.
It's locked, all right.
Good evening.
Please show.
Of course.
Codeine. Sodium hypochlorite. Yep.
It never ceases to amaze me how you, the dead, see
My sweet girl.
Yeah.
And I thought last summer's epidemic was
Oh, I went up the wrong side. Analyze. Okay. 60. Okay, we're gonna make another treatment for fatigue. We're gonna give it to that clay guy.
last summer's epidemic was difficult.
Hey!
You're lucky to be alive, Mr. Cox. I hope you're starting to take better care of yourself.
This place is full of sickness and decay. How could I get better in such a dump?
Consider yourself lucky that I'm treating all of my patients equally. But don't push your luck.
Don't play the innocent with me. I'm sure you have good reasons to act this way. And also weaknesses that can be exploited.
Wow, they're just really pushing for us to kill this guy.
I'll leave you.
Okay, so Need 2 more hints on him. I wonder if anyone knows any more about him. I doubt it, but...
Good evening.
Good evening.
Milton at least talked to him.
Goodbye, Milton.
Oh, hey, who are you? Apparently I can't talk to him.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Why does
If it
Dr.
Okay.
I'm not for why? No.
No.
Nope.
Nope.
And do you?
Okay, let's go talk
Goodbye.
to Tippets about that corpse that was misdiagnosed. Ackroyd.
Doctor?
Personal questions.
For how
Oh, I
long
haven't really
have
talked
you
to
been
her.
working here, Nurse Crane?
I first volunteered at the Pembroke in 1911, a few months after he was appointed.
And before you arrived here?
If you must know, this was my first job.
Well, Dr. Swansea certainly has confidence in your abilities. Are you in charge of the nursing staff?
Not in an official capacity, but the Pembroke doesn't always work above board, so to speak.
What about medical protocols?
Dr. Reed, we don't have the money and resources here at the Pembroke like they do in the West End. We do what we can.
How is the duty roster organized?
Everybody works until they can't. If there's time, they'll eat a meal and shed a silent tear.
What can you tell me about the epidemic, Nurse Crane? I've been out of touch since I've come back to England.
Everyday folk don't know how bad it is. The papers certainly won't tell them. Not as long as the war is raging on, anyway.
News on the front stated that the Spanish flu was under control, at least in Britain.
It seemed to be for a while, but that was only last summer. It returned with a vengeance just over a month ago.
What can you tell me about our patients here at Pembroke?
This hospital was founded to help the East End poor and needy. But since the war and the quarantine, we've had all manner of folk.
Can you be more specific?
Well, veterans, the elderly, dock workers. We even have a few mental patients. If there's space, we take them.
I'll see you later, Nurse Crane.
I was hoping she could give me some more in-depth stuff. Hey, do you know anything about the clay
Good
guy?
evening, Mr.
Good evening.
Goodbye for now, Mr.
You always knew the words to calm the children, Helen. As for me, what a blundering idiot.
Okay, what?
Good evening.
It would be nice if we could actually figure out what's
I have
going
to
on
go.
with him. I wonder if he's a main
Waste
quest.
your time with me.
Good
line
evening,
thing.
Doctor.
Yeah, we need hints on
Goodbye,
them. We
Mrs.
don't know nearly enough.
I never could keep anything from her.
So not going to eat him, can't eat her.
Are going to reveal
Can't eat him. No idea.
darkest thoughts.
Can't eat her yet. Oh, there's Tippets. Sup?
Good evening, Dr. Tippets.
Dr. Reed,
Oh, I got a question for you. Why can't I talk to you about it?
Goodbye, Dr.
Ah, come on. Yeah. Well, we found that thing where they didn't do the Come on! Do I have to go back there? I will go back there. I'll talk to Swansea. It's not telling me to sleep yet, so...
Please, Jonathan, come in. Fascinating, is it not? In the last decade, so many mysteries have been brought to light with our microscopes. The human body, biology's penultimate frontier. The more we explore its boundaries, the less we're able to trace a clear line between life and death. You, my friend, have a foot in both countries. The view must be vertiginous.
It's at least as vertiginous as chatting about vampires with you, I would say.
This must be all so new to you. This area of town, the hospital, a brand new life. How stimulating it must be.
I wish I could share your enthusiasm, Dr. Swansea, but my condition defies scientific categorization. Undead? Unalive? Immortality defies logic.
I cannot express my thrill at this serendipitous turn of events. The world's most eminent specialist in blood transfusions, a vampire. One might say a gift from heaven.
I'm a living paradox? Your words bring comfort.
It may seem strange, but your words have brought me some comfort here.
Forgive me. I've been an admirer of your work for a long time, and now you are so much more than a brilliant physician. And please, call me Edgar.
I'm not some doe-eyed student, Edgar. I understand we both have something to gain from this relationship.
Very well. I have a task for you, Jonathan. Something that will require all your newfound skills.
Please, go on.
The Pembroke only survives through the generosity of our benefactors. Unfortunately, our main donor has found herself in a bit of a bind. Now, if you could help her out...
A spokesman or politician is what you need. That's not my calling. And until I come to understand what has happened to me, I require discretion.
Discretion is in order, Jonathan. Lady Ashbury has recently received rather indelicate correspondence that, if revealed, would jeopardize her position.
And you would like me to eradicate this threat?
By the stole, of course not. I would just like you to pay her a visit. Her ladyship is certainly near the tents outside, tending the sick. You can't miss her. Look for someone impossibly delicate.
Accepted. I'll see what kind of trouble Lady Ashbury is in.
I'm gonna make the call. She sleeps around a lot. Impossibly delicate, so... I haven't checked upstairs. I'm gonna check upstairs. I can't go upstairs, never mind.
They belong to you.
The light running in their veins.
This dead flesh needs it.
Perhaps I should have considered the offer from
the flu took my dear wife, Emily. I take comfort knowing we'll soon be together again.
Mr. Rainfield, that's no way to talk. You're in good hands here, and we'll be soon enough.
Oh, is she the vampire
now do me
lady?
a kindness and get some sleep. I'll be back round later.
Your words are kind, the blessings of an angel. You're the sweet, sweet Lady of Mercy.
Good evening, Dr. Reed. It's a pleasure to see you again. You seem surprised. Dr. Swansea has brought me up to speed concerning your recent appointment to Pembroke Hospital.
You're a the lady who saved me that night, before vanishing into thin air. I remember you from the pub with Dr. Swansea.
Indeed. Allow me to introduce myself formally this time. My name is Lady Ashbury. I remember you well, in spite of the brevity of our encounter.
Apologies. You've taken me by surprise. I'm very happy to see you.
The pleasure is mine, Doctor.
I hope you're more disposed to answer my questions now.
You must have countless questions, but our rather urgent matter first. Swansea has explained. My cover, if you prefer, has been compromised.
Have any of the patients given you trouble?
These poor souls have so little left to live for. I do my best to ease their pain.
The world would be a better place if it were cared for by women like you.
You make me blush. I am simply a necessary evil.
Pardon my boldness, Your Ladyship, but I have questions concerning this condition we share.
As a newborn, your hunger for answers is rivaled only by your thirst for blood. But the questions need wait.
I'm a scientist. My trade is in the deciphering of mysteries, and I need information to feed my mind.
I will gladly answer every question you have, but first, prove yourself capable of resolving my predicament without eating the culprit.
Fine.
Dr. Swansea has commissioned me to be your agent in this matter. You could start by explaining what's amiss.
These past insufferable weeks, I've been the victim of extortion. I've made a first payment, but the blackmailer grows greedy. I must refuse his most recent demands.
What are your expectations? Please be precise.
As the newly appointed surgeon of this hospital, you are in an excellent position to ask innocent questions and deftly learn the identity of my blackmailer.
Who would be so foolish as to threaten you? A kindred spirit.
Even if it were the case, and I highly doubt it, a vampire would have asked for something more valuable than money. My suspicions lean toward a patient or their family.
If we're dealing with an ordinary criminal, surely you've the means to deal with it yourself, if I may.
As immortal tradition doth dictate, all fangs and hypnotic eyes ablaze, the blood would run like a river. That's what I hope to avoid. Violence has a tendency to spiral out of control.
Please continue. Every detail is essential. I'm your man.
My embarrassment in this matter is eclipsed only by my shame at having put the hospital at risk. The threat from our anonymous scoundrel is clear. A list of dates. My visits coinciding with the dates of suspicious patient deaths due to massive blood loss.
Is it true?
Now aren't you the blunt one?
You are aware that I too know the thirst for the scarlet nectar.
In all honesty, I'm not simply a patron to the hospital. My visits serve a dual purpose. Dr. Swansea has been treating my condition with a revolutionary technique of blood transfusion. It seems you are a specialist in the domain.
I'll take care of it. Do you know where I should start?
If that was the case, I'd settle the matter myself. You could talk to our local gossip, Harriet Jones. Not a pin drops here without her hearing about it.
I'll meet that woman now.
My life, as others know, is in your hands, Dr. Reed. I'm sure of your discretion, but I do fear your powers of persuasion will be put to the test. When this is resolved, I'll be your obligé. I'll answer all questions in regards of your condition.
So that's why this door was locked.
What? What is this? Who are you? Get out of my room.
There's no need for alarm, madam. I'm Dr. Reed, the new surgeon.
Preposterous. Dr. Reed, you say? I don't want some bumbling intern. Where's Dr. Swansea?
Yeah, this is one of those where being nice isn't gonna work.
If you continue shouting, I'll have you restrained and gagged. Understood?
How brave. Threatening an old defenseless woman. You know how long I've been a patient here? You've picked the wrong fight. I'm Harriet Jones.
Harriet Jones? Indeed. I've been meaning to have a chat with you. You know what goes on here better than any other patient, I gather.
Oh, better than any patient, nurse or doctor. I've seen so many vile undertakings.
I heard there have been some despicable goings-on. Was there a case of blackmail?
Blackmail? Wait. You're investigating something. This isn't a social call. One of those incompetent cunts slit a poor sod's vein.
If I didn't know better, Miss Jones, I'd be inclined to say you enjoy this type of idle gossip.
God's honest truth, Doctor. It's just the way it is here. Most of these bitches would let you freeze to death before getting you a blanket.
You seem to know more about the goings-on here than anyone else. Beware, Miss Jones, in case suspicion should fall on you.
That's it. Blame the old and infirm. I see those little bitches' greedy little eyes. Just waiting for me to pop off they are.
I assure you, madam, this is not an investigation into a possible medical error.
Debauchery, then? Nurses Crane, Hawkins, Brannigans, whores, all of them. They can't keep their legs shut. I've seen them scratching slutty sores.
Really? Well, if you have irrefutable proof, I'll not have the staff behaving in such a manner here.
This is your business, Doctor, not mine. But I swear one of the nurses is cavorting with some man on hospital hours.
Thank you for your time, Miss Jones. You've given me something to go on. See you on the next round.
Well, we know...
The patients and staff might know something. I'll start my investigation with them.
Where's Peepa? Peepa's out here. So I can't drink Harriet, unfortunately. I would kind of like to. That's Swansea.
The Pembroke is so lucky to have Dr. Reed, you know. I met him in New York.
Good evening, nurse.
Good evening.
What can you tell me about the strange man visiting one of the nurses during her shift?
Let me guess. You spoke with that old shrew, Harriet Jones. Do not pay attention to her, Doctor. She's full of fanciful tales.
She could have been telling the truth about the mysterious man.
That old witch will end up in hell soon enough. Who cares if the nurse finds some happiness where she can?
Pepper, I know you're very close to Milton Hooks.
Yes? Milton Hooks is my man. If you want to report me for that, just feel free, Doctor.
I have no intention of reporting you, Nurse Hawkins. But are you aware of the risks?
The rules say I won't be allowed to work as a nurse anymore. But here at the Pembroke, we break rules all the time.
Is he worth the risk?
Hey, I'm no perfect woman, and Milton is not the finest bloke. But we do our best to get by. That's all any of us can hope for nowadays.
Fair.
What steps are you prepared to take to feel more useful?
I don't know yet. My sister believes that the real fight is in the streets nowadays. Maybe she's right. Maybe this is what I must do.
If you feel that saving lives is not useful enough, perhaps it means that you've lost faith.
On the contrary, my faith has never been stronger. Maybe we are all just too proud to face up to the fact that science cannot compete with God.
And what about Milton Hooks? Does he share your point of view?
For Milton, any change means more comfort and more peace. I disagree.
Let's see if there's anything else here.
No matter how you feel about her, Miss Jones deserves our help.
Who says I don't care for her? Hate is what keeps that old crone alive.
I still want to drink Harriet, but I like how people talk about her. Okay, you...
Have you heard of any underhand dealings going on in the hospital?
Blackmail? That's not my style. Too risky. The black market, though. Now that's where the money is.
Nope.
I'll leave you. Good evening, Nurse Brannigan.
Good evening, Doctor.
Do you know if any of the hospital staff have criminal backgrounds?
The people who work here all come from very different backgrounds, Doctor. Just like the patients.
Nope. Nope.
Have you seen a strange man visiting any of the nurses here?
I've never heard of such a thing, Doctor.
Goodbye, nurse. Call... Good evening, Milton.
Good evening, Doctor. Still trying to
I
save
feel like
lives.
he's probably the most observant of the male staff around here, so...
Have you heard of any underhand dealings going on in this hospital?
There are a lot of secrets around here. I'm not surprised someone tried to make money from them.
What kind of secrets?
I'm not in the gossip business, Dr. Reed. If you want to know more, you better talk to Harriet Jones.
Goodbye, Milton.
Okay, Dorothy. Crane's all the way down here? Oh, who the hell is this?
What's that do? What's that do? This isn't even my neighborhood.
Eavesdrop. Read, activate your senses. If citizens act suspiciously, you will admit it to go, but looking at the citizen, you can unlock special interaction. Look for Dorothy Crane.
You're sure you don't come back with me?
I have to see someone at the hospital.
Be careful. You look so bad they may keep you as a patient.
Fuck 'em. I don't like hospitals. Or doctors.
Well then, when you go back to Whitechapel, you may find this useful.
What is it?
A pass for a free medical exam by the best nurse available. Just read it.
I don't read well, but thank you, I guess.
I want to deal with... Oh, the guy there disappeared. Damn it. Game, why you do this to me? That's a lot of blood.
This man has been savagely attacked and dragged to the floor.
This is Hey, I'll help you. Just give me a second. Well, he went down there. I'm gonna clear up top. I think that was pretty well done.
Can't breathe! Can't breathe!
Citizen, stay careful. The danger system may not survive the next night. Go check on him.
I can't breathe! I can't breathe!
Are you injured, sir?
Help me get out of here! I need to get out!
I'm Dr. Reed, and I'd be glad to help you, but you must calm down first. Please, take a deep breath and tell me your name.
Okay. Okay, I'm Oswald Thatcher. Please, I need to get out.
All right, Mr. Thatcher, you're safe now. Do you think you can reach the street by yourself?
Yes. Yes, I do.
Good. Now leave this place and enjoy the cool night air. It's quite invigorating. I'm sure you'll feel better if you do.
Can't do anything else? Yep. Citizen rescue assistant. He will return to his district the following night. Oh, cool! I'm glad I took the detour. Okay, so that's back up. Ban of the Dragon. Concerning the Brotherhood of St. Paul's Stole, I would advise our members to be very wary of these so-called scholars. Yes, indeed, most of them are always affable and respectful whenever they approach us, but it would be quite unwise for a discreet circle like the Ascalon Club to foolishly speak out about our goals, our members, or our traditions. I would also like to remind our fellow members of the Brotherhood itself is ancient enough to have some mysterious traditions. One of them, according to some informants, could be the ritual of the so-called Ban of the Dragon. It seems that in certain conditions, when the brothers of St. Paul find a violent or bloodthirsty immortal, they call upon him this ban. What is it exactly? I don't know. Does it really exist? I don't know that for sure either. But what I've established as facts, it is that whenever a hostile or vindictive vampire threatened London, it disappeared without a trace after the Brotherhood pronounced a ban upon him. The little Fergal Banjo himself has never been foolish enough to openly provoke the Brotherhood. This is a lesson we must all remember and never be considered a dragon by the Brotherhood. Okay. I thought that was the thug. I guess not. Potassium permanganate. Oh, hello. The fuck are you?
What sort of creature is this?
Come on.
Here's what's left of him. Not a lot to check, but I should anyway.
If you are sick, if you have no money, whoever you are, wherever you're from, come see Dorothy to get help. No tricks, no charges, no questions asked. Just find Darius Petrescu's house and present this coupon.
Some voucher for a free checkup in Whitechapel. What is Nurse Crane up to? I really must find her.
Nothing up here. Oh, I guess I'll drink this guy. Done. Oh, where am I? I'm a bit of a ways away. Oh no, this is where I was. Wish that guy hadn't gone away.
Smell better.
Okay, oh, Whitechapel's this way. Alright. I'll do aluminium powder. Okay. Let's try this guy up here. He's 18, but... Okay, nope. Not gonna be able to take him. Okay, Whitechapel's this way. We'll chill. That's one way. Can we take on these guys? Probably not, but I'll try. I'm at least better at fighting than I was.
It's closed.
And done and drinking.
Come back here and fight!
Drink.
Fight for this!
Drink him.
fucking beast!
All right. Hold on a second. I do believe we are close to that. Oh, nope. Okay, so this is the wrong place for the missing ingredients. What was the quest line? Oh, it was this one. So it's to my left. Up here. This door was closed. There's a lot of blood here. Ooh, rats! New hideout. Refill all. Okay, so we have serum stuff. Can we upgrade this? The common trigger parts. Sweet. We are not going to rest. One baller key. Only these two.
This is no place for a gentleman. Oi, yo, stop there! It's one of them!
Heal and bam. Okay. Ah, fucking fire. God damn it, no! How did I come out of invis? The fuck? Why did it cancel invis? I didn't attack. I didn't get hit. Some of the mechanics in this game are frustrating because I know they're holding back on mechanics. They aren't telling me everything. Like, just like they did when they didn't tell me how I was supposed to equip stuff. Why? Why did I go on motherfucking shit box? Yeah, just kill me. Just kill me. Why is invisibility suddenly not working? Oh, I was running out of stamina. That's why. That must have been it. Oh, hey, rats. This will make things a bit easier.
It's mine! I'll take it!
And done. Drink. We're just gonna wait here, then we're gonna stealth and drink his ass. Actually, we're gonna go a little closer. Dead. Okay, we're almost there.
Better go home, sir.
Yep, doing just that. As soon as I can. Have I mentioned I hate it? I hate it when games have auto-closing doors. That keeping them be open or closed, my choice.
It's mine! I'll take it!
Why did you change my target? Ah! Targeting is such a pain in this game. No, fuck! Oh, god damn it. Trapping me in this arena. Yep, we're screwed. Yeah, we can't take them. Not when they're that much higher level than us. I could just sneak through and steal the reports and not fight them. Any rats? Rat. Thought I saw a rat. No, no more rats. Oh, there's rat. And another.
blood.
Yeah, no shit. So we have to go through there. So we'll fight this group. Just looking at that a lot. Why?
Come back, you! Didn't actually mean to use the pistol, I'd forgotten it was equipped. Okay, so the reports are on the other side of this building. Is there any way inside from this side? No. No. We'll get up. Disappeared in thin air!
All right. Good job, me. Ah, he's out of range. Used Pruin steak. Sir, having observed the Pembroke Hospital for 2 weeks now, we can confirm vampire activity there. First, we now have proof of the presence of a female leech inside the hospital. The beast is clever. She acts like a mental patient to hide her true unholy condition. I personally sneaked into the hospital and heard the creature whining about her need for blood since her body is decaying. But it gets worse. The administrator of the Pembroke Hospital is Dr. Swansea. According to our team leader, Amanda Tilton, who died yesterday in a fight against a skull by the canal, he may be a member of the Brotherhood of St. Paul. If that's true, then there may be something big going on at Pembroke. Maybe even a nest of vampires, directed by those bloody traitors of the Stole. Don't know what to do, but we are convinced you better come quickly with reinforcements and heavy gear. Okay. Now we gotta go back and tell Thelma to chill out. After we steal everything in their command post.
Where is it? We've got one of them!
Nope. No, you don't. Yay. Is that level 18? Nope. That is a nope. That is a multiple time nope.
Fix me properly. A month?
A year? You have the right to disapprove of our methods.
Where's Thelma? There she is.
With the fever again.
Good evening, Miss Howcroft. How are you tonight?
I need blood, Doctor.
I have made inquiries about the men who were tracking you, Miss Howcroft.
I did not expect a mortal to have this sort of courage. Speak, Doctor. Why are they hunting me down?
It was a misunderstanding. These hunters were in fact looking for a very different creature, but they mistakenly put their sights on you.
I knew it. I have become undone. Those hunters have discovered me, but they don't know what I'm capable of.
If you'll accept some advice from a petty mortal, I think you should assume a low profile and just quietly disappear into the shadows.
You are right. And you have served me well, mortal. Take this as a reward for your time. Perhaps I will allow you to drink deep of my blood. One day.
Thank you. I'll keep that proposition in mind. I'll leave you, Mistress of the...
Time has lost its effect on me, but the suffering continues.
Quote, successful investigation. Can we upgrade this guy? Common trigger parts. I'm gonna go see our local black market dealer and see if he has any trigger parts for me.
Good evening, Milton.
Good evening, Doctor. Wise choice.
Common trigger part. Guess I'll go for that. How much? One shilling apiece. We'll take them. We should actually probably buy the shotgun because we're also finding lots of shotgun ammunition.
Good evening.
Good evening, Doc.
I'd like to...
Wise.
We only have 7 shillings. Never mind. Oh.
Good evening.
Good evening.
I do have stuff I should sell.
Wise.
I have that watch. 14 shillings. Cigarette case. I'd rather not do the pills because I can turn them into other stuff. Stuff for cures, which I feel like I'm going to need lots of. You know what? So I don't get tempted. No. Because as long as I keep them like that, they can be. I can use them for lots of stuff. As soon as I destroy them, I lose the ability to sell them. Let's go finish off this main quest thing. Now it should still be clear ahead. Please let it be clear ahead. Not to the side. So yeah, I should be able to just head up the main street. Ah, they're back. That went pretty well. What's this? Would you like to know more? Join the ranks. Influenza, stay at home.
Aye. The God grew more and more every year. When did you join?
Hey.
2 days ago. This is my first patrol.
Level 6, these guys are 10.
Place for a stroll. Step away, sir. Die, vermin!
It's a neat trick!
Damn it. I did it when I was too low in stamina to take advantage. Nope. Fuck.
Dear God!
Shit, that leech is fast!
Oh my God!
Oh, he has a shield. And done and break. Oh. Aluminium powder. What's up here?
I cannot enter.
Oh. Well, fine.
Whitechapel. This neighborhood is linked somehow to the kind Lady Ashbury's blackmail. First, let's find this Petrescu fellow.
More pills. Shotgun shells. Yeah, we definitely need to buy a shotgun or find one.
Fuck you all! Fuck it all! Stop it now, Albert! Stop it! The wet boots will be proud of me.
What? Shooting a boy in the middle of the street. Not the best thing to do.
Oh, it's the boy still.
Did you say?
What? You saw what happened? Who are you?
I'm Dr. Reed, and I'd like to ask you a few questions, if you promise me to set your gun aside.
No. Look, I'm not a violent man. I'm Benjamin
Kinda
Palmer,
are.
doctor. And no one can help me. Not even you.
Do you know Nurse Dorothy Crane from the Pembroke Hospital? Have you heard anything?
It's funny, I've been searching for her too. I need some pills. But the woman is a phantom, if you ask me.
Really? And why is that?
Word is she ain't real. She's a cover for some doctor who runs an illegal dispensary for migrants.
What can you tell me about this place?
Nothing to say, really. This is where I used to live, and this is where I live now.
You don't have anywhere to go? No family that would welcome you?
Not since the death of my wife. Albert's mother. She was sick, you see. Long before the flu and all this shit.
You mean you used to have a better life?
Yeah, I had a wife, a home, and a job. I even used to have a name. Now I'm just Ben. Ben the Tramp.
Perhaps you could focus for a moment and tell me your troubles.
I'm sick, broke, and my son just stole my pills. Everything's coming up roses.
Whatever the boy did, I'm sure he didn't deserve a public execution.
I swear I didn't want to hit him. It's just that I'm sick in the head, you see, and the boy just frayed me last nerve.
He's got a migraine.
A gun, alcohol, and a bad temper make a terrible cocktail, sir. Goodbye for now.
Pain of a migraine can do a lot. Is he dead?
Are you all right?
The bastard hit the wall next to me. I don't even know if he meant to miss.
If you've been hurt, I can help you. I'm a doctor.
Name's Albert. Remember it. Now bugger off.
Do you know Nurse Dorothy Crane from the Pembroke Hospital? If you know anything about her, I'd appreciate it.
Never heard of her. She's pretty, I'll keep an eye out.
What happened? Did you really steal that man's medication?
Hey, I didn't do anything, it ain't me.
All right. Perhaps the poor drunk just confused you with someone else.
Sod off, mister. You ain't got no clue what's going on here. Bastard was a soldier in the war, so now he's got the right to shoot me.
It's true. I'm not familiar with this part of town. Perhaps you could help me.
I said sod off. Go find yourself another guide.
Goodbye, young man.
The wet boots will be proud of me.
So he's suffering from the... So, okay, we're gonna need to make...
Saw the bloody jokes, you hear it? Sick and suffering.
Good evening, miss.
Good evening, sir. Are you interested in a miraculous cure for this unknown and deadly epidemic?
Actually, I am.
Then you have come to the right place. The famous Swanborough cordial is all you need to help keep you in perfect health.
Oh, really? Why didn't I hear about it during my studies? I'm Jonathan Reed, by the way. Dr. Jonathan Reed.
Ah, my brother has spoken of your research, sir. I'm Loretta Swanborough, and it's always a pleasure to meet a fellow healer.
Do you know Nurse Dorothy Crane from the Pembroke Hospital? I'd like to know more about her.
I don't like to talk about competition.
Competition, you say?
Never met her, but it seems she provides some sort of medical care to the poor. The whole thing has to be some sort of scam, if you ask me.
Like you?
Tell me, who intrigues you most in Whitechapel?
The region itself is something to see, but I would say Camellia the mute florist who gives away her flowers.
What do you think of the locals?
Most of them are afraid or desperate. They all come to me eventually for my remedy.
Is there anyone I should avoid?
Cadogan Bates, without a doubt. The bloody bastard remorselessly exploits poor migrants as soon as they get here.
I'd like to see what kind of medicine you're selling.
When science fails you, this elixir will give you faith again.
Ooh, rats.
I can't believe I'm doing this. This is despicable.
Lots of people have been forced to eat rat over the years. You're not the first person to do it. You won't be the last person to do it. Oh, let's talk to him again.
Good evening, Benjamin.
On the front.
What is it, Benjamin? It was the war, wasn't it? Your nerves are shot, aren't they? I need some answers, Private. From one soldier to another.
The doctors called me a liar. A coward. Put me in a straitjacket, locked me up. Finally, they sent me back to the front lines with a handful of tablets.
It's a pity that doctors still practice such barbaric methods. It's a dishonor to our profession.
Now only the pills stop me thinking about this shit. To not hear the explosions. I'm even scared of the dark these days.
So he's suffering from pretty severe
A gun?
PTSD.
Good evening.
Oh, no, no.
A gun?
No. Damn it. I want his details. Okay.
How are you, boy?
I'm not your boy, all right?
What happened?
Hey!
All right.
Shut off, mister. I said...
Well, I guess...
Never.
Do you...
Never.
Goodbye.
Me? I'll not die in some piss-stinking alley reeking worse than a week-old lavvy.
I guess I'll follow the main thing for now.
Is no match for the Swanborough cordial.
Don't cough in public.
What do you want? Leave me alone.
Good evening, sir. I'm Dr. Reed. I'm looking for Nurse Dorothy Crane.
There is no Dorothy Crane here. Now goodbye.
I'm afraid this medical leaflet says the opposite, sir.
Really? Well, I'm afraid I'm going to close this door right now. Go bother someone else, Mr. Doctor.
To enter that house, I must discover who this man really is. Maybe I could start by observing what he's up to.
A strange man was at the door with a pass for our medical facility. I refused him entry.
Darius, how could you know he didn't need our help?
His clothes were too finely tailored to be for Whitechapel.
Perhaps just a friend of that stray poet who is always about.
Richard Nithercott? No, not of the same cloth, this man. I suspect some machination from that journalist.
Clayton Darby. Is he still asking questions?
Yes. I saw him drifting around St. Mary's Church. I swear he is tracking me just downwind.
must talk to that journalist or the poet. They must know about Darius. Nearby the church they just mentioned.
Joe, please, I don't have your money.
Come on, Barrett, you know the game. You pay for peace of mind.
Can't you just look the other way this week, Joe? Come on, we can sort it out, right?
It's not my call, Barrett. You pay one way or another.
Please, Joe. How long have we known each other? We even used to be neighbours, for Christ's sake.
I'd prefer not to give you another beating, Barrett.
Welcome, sir. Please.
I am Dr. Reed. I would like to ask you a few questions, if you don't mind.
Okay, from now on, I'm going to fast forward through some of the...
Usually I don't have time to waste with talk, but
no,
at this hour of the night I can hardly
some people
refuse.
just listen to this, never mind.
Have you heard of a nurse called Dorothy Crane?
Nurse Crane? So the bitch really is a nurse, then? Always thought she was just some crafty foreigner, that one.
Yes, she's a nurse, and quite a good one. What did she do to gain such notoriety?
Dorothy Crane ain't even a real name. Something like Dorothea Craniu. Something like that. Came to England fleeing the war, I was told.
That doesn't explain why she irritates you so much.
Your precious Nurse Crane gives away medical supplies and prescriptions for free. I offered to sell it for a fair cut, but no. Miss Crane wanted to play the quiet saint.
How is business around here?
Business? I had no business. Between this racket, theft, and customers getting scared, I'm losing money every day.
I see. Sounds like you blame someone in particular for your situation.
It's no secret Joe Peterson spends his time harassing merchants. But with me, he's trying to put me out of business once and for all.
As a merchant, you see Whitechapel every day. Have you noticed anything out of the ordinary recently?
Well, you mean besides the epidemic, the war, and all the usual crap? As long as I can remember, this part of town has been a bottomless pit, and no sign of the bottom yet.
Violence is increasing in the borough.
Yeah. A few nights ago, some blokes jumped me. Came out of one of the condemned workshops. Fever, madness, something like that.
Where did this happen? Why did you go there?
In the closed workshops nearby. I worked there as an apprentice in better days. Now I only go to find trinkets or tools. Too bad I was mugged, though. There was good money in that little box of loot I lost.
Have you been hurt?
No, but that's only because I ran like hell. Those men were raving lunatics, I tell you. Not even able to speak anymore, just screaming.
Right then. Show me what you have.
Anything of interest? Can I sell something to you? Cool. Get another trigger part, because I'm pretty sure I need 3 for the upgrade.
Excuse me, sir. I have a few questions for you.
Another journalist? I didn't answer the first one, so piss off!
I'm not a journalist, I'm a doctor.
A doctor, you say? It's quite a rare breed in this part of town.
Really? But still, here I am. Dr. Jonathan Reed, at your service.
I'm Joe Peterson to some, but Colossus Joe to most. And I don't remember asking for your service, sir.
How did you become the local bully everyone is afraid of, Joe?
There's no pride in roughing up poor bastards. But this is the only job I've found. And it pays well, too.
A job? So you're racketeering for someone else?
I got enlisted by the Wet Boot Boys, a gang from the docks. I'm their muscle for their dirty work.
You survive at any cost, even at the expense of others. Perhaps that's just the law of nature.
I don't care what you think, sir. I do what I have to do for my own reasons, and that's that.
I'm not sure Mr. Lewis would agree with your by all means necessary philosophy, sir.
Oh, do you really think he's the poor victim here? Barrett can be as sneaky as anyone. Long ago, I even called the bastard my best friend.
May I ask what you do around here?
I do whatever I want, and sometimes even more. Now sod off.
According to you, physicians are scarce in this part of town. Why is that?
Not familiar with this neighborhood, are you? I guess your fancy colleagues are too afraid of being stabbed in the back.
This part of town does have quite a reputation. Would you say it's justified?
Totally. Look at me, for instance. I always look my opponent in the eye before knocking him out.
Have you heard of a nurse named Dorothy Crane? She's a colleague of mine, and is supposed to live around here.
Dorothy Crane? Yeah, I know her. One of the few good souls who dare to help the sick around here.
Could you please tell me more about her?
She's a nice girl. Tries to help the migrants. I offered to give her a hand, but she said my reputation would attract too much attention.
She's not
Goodbye,
wrong.
Mr. Peterson.
It's cool that he still likes her. Still gonna eat him, but it's cool that he still likes her.
Fancy buying something, sir?
You never lose your focus, do you?
He requires 4. Okay.
Joe Peterson. He's the villain here, isn't he? But you seem to know each other.
I'd known Joe for years. I saw him box once or twice. He was a friend then. But these days, he's just another thug.
What can you tell me about Mr. Peterson? Besides his behavior toward you, obviously.
Colossus Joe was a decent boxer, good one even. But after his wife passed away, he found every excuse to stop training. Just wanted to pick fights with everyone.
Hello, Emils.
Without making excuses for him, it's safe to say that despair can poison even the sanest mind.
We've all had some rough times, ain't we? But most of us don't use our fists to see us through.
And no one has ever stood up to this thug.
Nobody would be fool enough to stand against the wet boot boy.
Right then.
No, we're good.
Fancy buying something, sir?
No. You never lose your... Goodbye for now.
Let your guard down, sir.
Who are you?
Don't be shy, handsome. What can Christina do for you?
I'm not looking for what you're selling. But I'd like to ask you a few questions, if I may. I'm a doctor. Dr. Reed.
All right then, but be quick. Though I usually get paid when I open my mouth.
Christina, have you been examined? The epidemic is spreading fast in London, and you could be exposed. Or expose others.
I don't like doctors or hospitals, but I don't like you asking questions.
He's not wrong. There's...
Considering your line of work, I assure you it is only a matter of time before you have health issues.
If it is going to happen, it will happen. Right now, I need money. That's what's important.
You can put your own life in danger, that's your decision. But what about your clients? If you're contaminated, you will put them in danger too.
And you think that would worry me? If you knew the men I deal with, their health would not be what you'd worry about.
Tell me about yourself.
Are you joking with me? People don't usually come to see me for conversation.
Yeah, but you would know a lot about everyone.
I am, however, curious as to what led you into this career.
Short story. The war, exile, and England. This country is not especially welcoming. I've been refused many jobs because of where I am from. I had few options left.
I always thought I was the master of my own fate. But now I know we don't always have control over our lives. I don't judge you.
You know, this money is not only for me. I have good reasons to need this money quickly. But it is not your concern, Doctor.
Do you know Nurse Dorothy Crane from the Pembroke Hospital? Anything you can tell me about her would be helpful.
I don't know her, but I know her name is Dorothea Crăciunescu. She came from Romania like me and many others.
You seem to respect her.
Dorothea helps the sick people of Whitechapel. Everyone should respect that.
Okay.
Goodbye, miss. Take care of yourself as best you can.
Oh. Okay, I'm gonna need to make some cure. I need to make a lot of cures, actually. Like...
Give my interruption.
Do not apologize, my son. Father Tobias Whitaker is always happy to teach mortals about the incoming Armageddon.
I am Dr. Jonathan Reed, and I just have a few questions.
A scientist? You are much more lost than I thought, my son.
Have you any friends? Any family left in these terrible times?
No. But I have a disciple I see as my son. He is so devoted. I sent him to preach the good word in the heart of this corrupted city.
Where did you send him?
I sent Samuel to the Stonebridge Cemetery, where the pestilence and evil grows night after night.
Do you know Nurse Dorothy Crane from the Pembroke Hospital? I'd like to know more about her.
I don't like the liberal ideas of nurses, but I especially abhor that Nurse Crane you mentioned.
So, you're not exactly a fan of Florence Nightingale's work. But nurses are essential for modern healthcare.
Nuns should be the only women allowed to take care of male patients. It's obvious only they have the necessary moral fiber.
Why do you hate Nurse Crane more than other nurses?
Before coming to London, she was a member of the communist resistance in our country. That's
no wonder she doesn't
let a
want
woman
pay.
get involved in politics.
What do you mean when you say that I am more lost than you thought?
All scientists are entangled in a world of causes and consequences. And most of them can't see the plain truth.
Quite a judgmental opinion, if you ask me. But what do I know? Blinded by science as I am.
But you are seeking answers, aren't you? Answers about the Armageddon about to strike the city. Answers about the hidden truth.
I am. But the answers I seek are based on facts, not superstition.
Yep.
I have heard enough.
Oh, hello.
Excuse me, sir. Are you familiar with this part of town? Name's Clayton Darby, reporter.
Sorry, I'm new to Whitechapel. But perhaps you could help me since you're a journalist. My name is Jonathan Reed.
Dr. Reed, the famous surgeon. I'll gladly help if I'm able, sir.
Christina Popper claims she sells her body because she can't find any other work. Do you believe her?
Of course I do. Her story is exactly what I want my readers to understand. We live in an intolerant and divided nation.
Do you think things will ever change, Mr. Darby?
I believe the situation can only improve. And now that women can vote, I'm convinced things will change.
Why are the newspapers keeping silent about the Spanish influenza? It's as though none of you care.
There's a war going on. People shouldn't be demoralized by news of deadly diseases.
It's a disgrace. People are left to die alone. No one is properly informed of the risks.
These are bad times indeed. So much for the glorious British Empire.
What is a journalist doing in this borough after sunset?
He goes where none of his colleagues would dare to go, to inform the country.
So you risk your life to reveal the truth. I saw many reporters do the same during the war.
Whitechapel is the crucible of so many untold stories and tragedies. I want people to know them.
That's quite honorable of you. But is the public interested?
Not at all, sir. And that's why I'm an independent journalist, hoping to sell some stories.
Have you any idea of the danger you face in these streets at night?
I've had to run and hide more than once from frenzied mobs incensed by the fever. Do you think the flu is really responsible for this, Doctor?
It's not as simple as it is.
I'm convinced there is more at work here than a simple epidemic.
Really? To be honest, I could say the same. Some of the sick I saw or heard of. My God, what happened to them?
I heard you're investigating an underground medical dispensary in Whitechapel. What do you know about it?
Not much, I'm afraid. They are wary of strangers, and I'm not really an acquaintance of theirs. Why do you care?
I'm afraid one of the nurses from the Pembroke Hospital may be involved with unsavory activities.
Ah, could it be Dorothy Crane?
Without a doubt, you are a damn fine journalist, Mr. Darby. What do you know of her accomplice, a man named Darius?
I don't know much about the man. He's very cautious. Never goes out. Doesn't seem to have any friends or family.
He has no relatives at all?
No. Except for that strange man, a poet named Richard Nethercott, who sometimes comes by. Darius would never let him in.
Where can I find this Mr. Nethercott?
He spends most of his time lurking around Whitechapel, talking to himself or declaring verses. These days, you can usually find him behind the church.
He never goes out?
No. A few days ago, he unexpectedly did. I followed him, but it was just a ruse to keep me away from his house.
Really? How do you know?
He went to the nearest mail just before posting his letter. He ripped it up and threw it away.
Goodbye, Mr. Darby. Farewell.
God, everyone's suffering from fatigue around here. Gotta get some cures going. Alright, it's just one. Oh, that's a dead body. Whoa, where did they come from? Okay. Nope. I really need to find a closer place to spawn. I need to find a hideout. Okay, there's a hideout down there. Okay, let's head south. There we are.
It's locked.
Oh, come on!
Hello, young man. I'm Dr. Reed, and I would like to ask you a few questions. May I enter, please?
Sorry, no, sir. My father does not like people entering our house, you see.
Your father is worried about you, boy. He asked me to look for you.
So my father worries about me then? Okay then. Come on in. I'm Harry, by the way.
Is there only pain and suffering in this world?
So, may I ask you a few questions?
I'm not bothered. What could be worse?
How do you feel?
I'm fine. I mean, it's not easy every day, but I'm fine. I'm just tired of being sick all the time. If only I could be tough, like... Well, you know.
Speaking of which, what can you tell me about your father?
My father is an idiot who makes idiot things. That's all I have to say.
Forgive my bluntness, young man, but you don't seem happy living in Whitechapel.
Why should I? I never wanted to come here in the first place. It was my father's decision. And look around you. Does this look like a nice place to live?
You have a roof over your head, a place to call home. Many people here are not as lucky, you know.
That's exactly what my father says. Harry, you should be grateful for what you've got. I wasn't even consulted when we moved here.
If life here is so terrible for you, why don't you just leave this place? Have you ever spoken to your father about it?
I don't go outside. It terrifies me so. I went outside once without my father noticing and I saw terrible things. Bloody and frightening things.
So that's why you stay at home all day? For fear of the epidemic?
I'm not afraid of disease or death, Dr. Reed. It's the living I'm afraid of.
Your father and Mr. Lewis used to be good friends. What happened, Harry?
I was young then. I don't remember Mr. Lewis ever coming back again after my mother died. Or was it after my father started bullying him? I don't know.
Have you tried speaking to Mr. Lewis about it?
I don't go out often, but yes. And he scolded me and told me to leave him alone. I guess my father frightens him too much.
I'm pretty sure Mr. Lewis had an affair with this guy's mom, and he's the result.
But you are not responsible for your father's actions.
Am I not? Dad always says that he joined that gang for my safety. So if I wasn't born, people wouldn't be worrying about Colossus Joe.
Do you know Nurse Dorothy Crane from the Pembroke Hospital? I'd like to know more about her.
Yes, I know her. She came here to examine me when I was very sick. She said I should go out more.
Goodbye, young man. Take care of yourself.
Let's loot his house.
Dreams are soaked with gloom.
Was it this building that I saw a woman inside?
It's locked.
Professional vampire hunters. If you ever suspect someone to be a vampire, don't try to kill it yourself. You have no chance. Instead, contact me or try to inform a professional vampire hunter. These men and women are rare, but they know what to do against these evil creatures. It even seems that some of them are working together in the name of the Guard of Pruitt, a paramilitary organization dedicated to the eradication of the vampires in London. They are your friends. You are not alone. Solutions exist. Be smart. Spread the word. Job refusal letter. Dear Mr. Peterson, it's my duty to inform you of our refusal to accept your application for a job at the dockyard. I must thank you for your time spent at our office explaining the difficulty of your situation with your ill boy and the loss of your beloved wife. But it is also my duty to point out the policy of our company, which expressly reproves the employment of former criminals or convicts. Your unfortunate connections with the ill-famed Wet Boot Boys have been duly noted. These are hard times, sir, and Finch and Harper tend to reward first the candidates who pass the small inquiry we like to conduct about our future employees. You have my deepest sympathy, and may God be with you and your family.
Is there only pain and suffering in this world?
I know it's hard to believe, but this district has always been wretched. Fancy buying something?
You never... What do you know of Harry Peterson? The boy seems so fragile. Not like his father at all.
Harry's a good boy, but he spends most of his time complaining. He's had it tough, all right, but he needs to grow a pair.
What troubles him exactly?
Well, despite being his father's son, almost everything, I think. He never wanted to come to Whitechapel in the first place. Hates this place more than most of us.
Goodbye for now.
Okay, where is... Okay, so it was Harry who I thought was the woman in there. Did we learn anything more about her? I don't think we did. Just... Oh. Something important is going on with her.
I cannot enter.
Oh, up there. Okay.
You still want more from Christina?
When we spent the night together, my wallet went missing.
Are you calling me a thief? I don't have your stupid wallet.
I know you. You're a nice girl. Can't we solve this amicably?
No, I don't think so. And if you think you know me just because we share the bed together, you're just a lousy and arrogant journalist.
Cheapest, best funerals. Huh.
Good evening, Christina.
Change your mind, Mr. Reed?
Did you steal Clayton Darby's wallet? Tell me the truth, Christina.
Of course I stole it. But I never thought he would come back to look for it.
Why did you do it? He seems to trust you.
For a time I thought he was different from other men. In the end, he just wanted to sleep with me. Same as the others.
Mixing money with passion rarely delivers a beautiful story.
Lucky me. I don't believe in beautiful stories anyway.
Oh, hint failed.
Did you...
Of course.
Why did you...
For a time.
Mixing...
Lucky.
Ah, man. Okay, so I just have to live with
Goodbye.
that. That's unfortunate. And it autosaves, so I can't go back and deal with it.
And actions.
Good evening.
Tell me, Clayton, do you really think this young woman stole your wallet?
Christina? Yes. I recently met her. A nice girl, despite her questionable conduct.
How exactly did you meet Christina?
During my investigation, I offered my hotel room to her to rest and get away from the street.
And what happened?
The next morning, my wallet and my watch had disappeared. I suppose that's what you get for being a good Samaritan.
If you are going to sleep with a lady of the night, Clayton, I would advise you to be cautious.
I can't really be mad at her, though. She's just trying to survive. She doesn't have many options.
Was it wise to become so intimate with a woman you were supposed to interview, Clayton?
Maybe it was. But I have learned to look for the inner truth and beauty in people.
I know more than enough to understand your situation. For a reporter, you certainly lack impartiality.
I would have expected more open-mindedness from an educated man like you, Dr. Reed. If
Still
you
need
have
to
no
be
further
impartial.
wisdom to impart, I shall take leave.
Oh my god. Fucking failing all these.
Goodbye, Mr.
Ah! Seriously, all of that? Motherfucker. I'm pissed. That's... Oh, God. You know what? I want to find a place. I would like to find a hideout, but we apparently can't get to a hideout. So we're just gonna end here. Hope you all enjoyed this. Like, share, and subscribe.